Okay, so now the second one is for xy and 6xy. I think it's so easy, that's why I prefer to explain number 6. Number 6, which one is x cube y and x multiplied by y power 4. So we need to find again HCF and LCM for that expressions. I mean for those expressions. So how can we find? So it's not a number, it's expressions, it's a variable. So look at here, xy and xy, it's the same thing. So we have 3x, 1y here, and we have 1x and 4y there. So again, write the same thing. X cube y, it's the same thing with the factors, like a factors, but you don't need to write like that. So write, how can you get x cube? With the multiplication, yes, like x times x times x. So we need to write like that, x multiplied by x multiplied by x, then multiplied by y, because this is a multiplication. If you see there's no any sign, you should know that this is multiplication. That's why they didn't write there anything. So x multiplied by x multiplied by x multiplied by y, that's it. This is for the x cube y, because look at here, we have a rule for the multiplication. If your base are the same, you should add the indices. So the indices is 1, 1, and 1 here. So if you multiply x by x by x, you need to keep x and add the powers, like x power 1 plus 1 plus 1, which one is 3, then multiply y. What about x multiply, what's that? Sorry. X multiply by y power 4, which one is x? We have 1x, that's why we don't need to change anything. So x multiply by what? We have 4y, that's why you should write y multiply by y multiply by y, again multiply by y. So now you can see easily you have which factors are the same or which factors are the different. So for the HCF, we need to find the same factors, yes? Look at here, x and x are the same thing. That's why we need to take one of them, x, then xy, different things, xy different, y again the same. So the HCF is x multiplied by y, which one is xy, both of them is true. There is no difference, it's the same thing, but I want to write. Then LCM. So you need to know how can we find the LCM? Because teacher, you told us we should choose the biggest one. So how can we find here which one is the biggest one? Guys, for the expressions, you should detect which expression can divide by both of them. Look at here. You can't take y, because y can divide by y, but can't divide by y power 4. That's it. That's why we should choose y power 4, because y power 4 can divide by y, which one is y power 3, like that. Y power 4 divided by y, which one is y power 3. Yes, but if we divide y like a y power 4, it's y power negative 3. You can ask me, teacher, y power negative 3, again the expression, we can take it. But for the LCM, guys, we can't take. That's why you should choose the biggest one, y power 4. Then look at here. You have x and x cube. So if you take x can divide by x, but can't divide by x cube, because if you divide, you will get the negative indices. That's why you should choose the biggest one, which one is x cube. X cube. So, but here, you can ask me, teacher, for the LCM, do we need to take y power 4 or y power 3? You need to take y power 4, guys, because we should divide by this one. That's why we can't take y power 3. So the LCM is this and HCF is that one. And number 7, which one you didn't write? Number 7, 6 x squared yz, sorry, and 9x y squared and z squared. So now we have an expression and a number. So expression with a number. So how can we find the HCF and LCM? Again, HCF and LCM question mark. Guys, if you see we have a number in front of the expression like a coefficient, you need to find LCM and HCF. First you need to find for the numbers, then for the expressions. For example, what's the LCM and HCF for the 6 and 9? You need to find that one firstly. 6 and 9. Look at here. 6 is what? 2, 3, 3 and 1. 9 is what? 3, 3, 3 and 1. Or you can write like that. 6x squared y times z is equal to 2 multiplied by 3, but why 2 and 3? Because you need to find the prime numbers. That's why. 2 times 3 times x times x. Guys, this is multiplication. It's a little bit big, but don't confuse, okay? So x times x, because we have x squared. So this means we have 2x. Then multiply by y, multiply by z. What about 9x y squared z squared? Which one is? 9 is what? With the prime numbers, it's 3 times 3 times x again, times we have 2y. Which one is y times y? Then multiply by, we have 2z here, z times z. So the HCF, for the HCF, we need to find what? We need to detect the same factors. Look at here, 2 and 3, different, we don't need. 3 and 3, oh, it's the same thing. So we need to take 3 multiplied by what? X and x is the same thing, again, same factors. We need to take 3 times x. X and y, different factors. We don't need to take y and y. Oh, it's the same. So we should take y. Then y and y we choose. Then z and z, again the same factors. So we need to choose. So the answer is what? 3x, y, and z. That's it. And what about for the LCM? For the LCM, first look at here. First be careful. Find the LCM of 6 and 9. 3 and 3, because you should choose the biggest one. Biggest one is 9. Multiply by, which one is the different factors? 2, yes, because we have 3 here and 3. So 3 is the same factors, we don't need. And 2 is the different factors than 9. That's why we should take 2. Then multiply by, again, here we have 1x. But here we have 2x, so x squared. So we should take the x squared because x squared can divide by both of them. So multiply by x squared is the biggest one, that's why. Then what about y? Here we have 1y, but y squared here. So again, we should take the biggest one, y squared, and z squared. Multiply by z squared. Then it's gonna be 18x squared y squared multiplied by z squared. Or guys, if you see both all the indices, all the powers are the same, you can write like that: 18 multiplied by, in the bracket, in the parentheses, x y z power 2. Okay, that's it. Then I will continue with the other video, the solution of 9, 10, and 11. It's the word problems, but it's so easy. So follow the video, other video.